called Your Baby. Why does it run Beppo?
Let's baby.
Beppo.
Like, it's not even like regular Beppo. It's the film Beppo when he has the Uta sign.
Oh, that's even better.
The fuck is this thing anyway? Is it Fudge Pop or is it like it's a root beer?
It's a fudge pop.
It's a
root
fudge pop.
beer? What are you talking about?
Sometimes you get root beer pops like this.
I've never seen those.
You've never seen them? I used to get them all the time at Schwann's.
For those of you that can't...
At Schwann.
For those of you that... Yeah, Schwann's. For those of you that can't see, Harlan's eating a fudge pop.
That's
It's like ass.
Yeah, it's expired!
It's so old.
Is this garbage?
No, right here.
I think it's been here since you guys moved in.
No, it's... I replaced,
A little after.
No, I've replaced those a few times.
Because he buys
So a little after.
he buys the big box of them and
It's
then
not a
he
big
eats like
box,
two of
It's
them.
not a big box.
I'm gonna
like
find
20.
those root beer pops and get
Please do.
get
I
you
wanna
some.
try one.
They're really good. I remember eating them all the time when I was a kid.
I think he's full
Fuck
of
it.
it.
By the way, I'm not...
Yeah,
I'm
it was
not-
full of root beer pops, bitch.
I'm not pulling up. I'm not starting the timer. I forgot. Now I can't figure out how to do it again. I don't know. I forgot. So fuck that. We're going.
Here,
We're just
set
going.
timer
Let's
for hour 20.
We're improvising.
We're just going.
I almost
So
played
for those of you-
Popeyes. I am what I am.
So because you guys can't see because of how we set this up like monkeys, we're not.
Yeah, we're severely out of practice.
We're not in our usual place, by the way. So if it sounds weird, it's because we're in the kitchen's a mess. So we're in the living room,
It
and
looks.
we don't have enough room to set up everything in the living room.
You know that scene from the movie Seven where
What?
it's okay. One, have you not seen Seven?
Are we thinking of the? Hang on. Go ahead. I'm gonna look up what 7 is because I
Have
think
you
I
seen
may-
Seven with Morgan Freeman and
I'm
I think
definitely
it's
not-
Brad
I'm
Pitt?
definitely not thinking of the same one.
Maybe not Brad Pitt.
I
no,
don't
no,
think
you're
I'm
right.
thinking-
It's Brad Pitt. I
It is
looked
Brad
up.
Pitt. Sweet, I remember. It's it's a movie with the famous line, "What's in the box?"
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
it. I know that
So
line,
haven't seen
but-
it.
It's like a mystery solver
Yeah.
thing.
We get the premise.
Yeah, where all the crimes or murders are committed in like tandem with the 7 sins. So gluttony was one of them, and the table when they walked in is just littered with shit. It looks like that in the kitchen.
By the
It's
way,
littered with half-eaten stuff, and like
None of it's half eaten.
by the way,
there's
we're
a-
round
there's-
one fight.
yeah, we're around one fight. We're getting the spooky season with a really depressing movie.
Yeah, we're 3 minutes in. And we've just said the name.
Whoa!
Okay, Crash.
Whoa!
Okay, Crash Bandicoot.
Ooga booga.
So, fuck.
He just found the mask.
Now I want to play. Now I want to play Crash Bandicoot.
Bandicoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I just want to play the old Crash Bandicoot and stomp on the polar bear for extra
No.
lives.
I'm gonna down. Moving past Peter.
You don't know that?
No, but the fact that you do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just from my phone. I'm just gonna tell my PlayStation to download Crash Team Racing.
There you go.
That's
Anyway,
right,
what
'cause you don't have your
what were
phone.
you?
Your PlayStation.
Yeah.
I think we were gonna talk about
We're gonna
horror
talk about
movies.
It's
some-
spooky season.
Yeah,
It
it's
is spooky
Let's
season.
talk
October.
spooky.
And I have something spooky that's happening in Hollywood, but that's besides the
Start
point.
with it.
Okay. I
We
watched.
don't know what we're doing. We have not planned this episode.
Yeah, we didn't really plan very well. We're going back to basics. I watched the Castlevania Nocturne.
You still doing the? Are you still doing the East Blue deck?
Yes.
Cool.
These guys are also playing. They're playing around with some One Piece cards because they opened up 2 boxes.
No. We each opened a box. Get it right.
We both got one box.
I'm sorry. The collective, they opened 2 boxes, one for
Better.
each of them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, I watched Castlevania Nocturne.
Did you say you're Chelcom?
Huh?
Did you say you're Chelcom?
Did I say I'm Chelkin?
You're Chelcom.
What the fuck's
Chelcom.
Chelcom?
Instead of saying you're welcome, did you say you're Chelcom?
Maybe, I don't know.
God damn it. Here, have some animal king parts.
But,
Thank you.
I walked
Special
away from it. It
card
wasn't
for you.
the absolute worst piece of thing, just
Media.
media I've seen.
No, let's
It
just leave it
definitely
as
is a
thing.
good thing. I would describe it as a thing because there's like a plethora of things wrong with it, but it still somehow manages to be entertaining to an extent. Because I could take away, like, I was entertained, but the stuff that I found was very awkward. Like, I could tell, like, 3 different types of animation were used on it at some point. just from the types, and it's harder to explain unless you see it, so I'd recommend go seeing it, and if you notice, like, small animation differences, there you go, you see it too.
Harlan's the one that's seen this so far. Me and Michael have not watched this, and we were talking about the trailer earlier. That's as much as I've seen.
The one thing that...
playing so many blockers.
Fair.
Dude, Sabo blocks, Bart blocks, and
what?
You'll eventually need to talk about One Piece.
And
I'm gonna interrupt Harlan. What else would Bartolomeo do?
No, but like it's the fact that there's so many Idio blocks.
Really?
Yeah, the guy that's known for punching so fast that he's literally called Idio the Cannon.
There you go.
Continue.
Sabo blocks.
The Sabo blocks.
Why does he block? He hits things with a pipe. He doesn't block.
He hits you on the block.
Oh no. Luffy better not block, I swear to God.
But anyway, the one thing I'd say upset, but I'm not like irate about it because it's just been happening a lot. The race change for Annette.
I guess we're talking about it.
That's it.
Looks like we're talking about it. You brought it up. Continue.
Made Annette black for no reason.
Continue.
I would rather they just take that character, make it its own unique one.
I mean, I find it weird considering she's supposed to be French.
Yeah, she's French.
So where the name Annette even comes from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Annette is French.
Well, to be fair, she was raised on a plantation with French landowners, so I don't know. It's just a whole cluster that they just wanted to use the name, really, and the character, but not the character whatsoever. Because as far as I know, Annette's not any sort of magic wielder to the extent of controlling rock and metal.
Let's find out, because I'm going to be honest, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I don't even remember that I barely remember that she was
I would have been perfectly fine if they just made a new character, but rather than just race change someone. I think I would be...
I can confirm that she is a white blonde woman in the original, at least.
Yeah. She's Richter's girlfriend.
She appears in Castlevania Dracula X and the Rondo of Blood anime.
There you go. Pretty much, she's an established character. She has her own thing, and they just, nope, no longer.
Oh, Dracula X is...
Which I know the Castlevania animated series that they're doing recently is not based off the games entirely.
And she's in DX as well. Let's see, here we go. She's Richter's girlfriend.
Yes.
She made her debut in 1993 in Rondo of Blood.
I think that's half the reason Richter goes to Dracula's castles to save her.
Where she later appears in Dracula X, C.R. Pachinko Akamajo Dracula, and Castlevania Grimoire of Souls.
Yep.
Depending on the actions taken throughout the game by the player, she can also be fought as a boss. That's right. I don't know if you knew this. I think it's Rondo of Blood where depending on what you do, you actually have different boss fights and different story segments.
I didn't know that. It was an interesting part of Rondo of Blood.
Yeah, she's one of the... After being resurrected by the Dark Priest Shaft as one of his first steps towards world domination, Count Dracula unleashes his unholy army to attack nearby villages, taking several inhabitants prisoner, including Annette. Learning this, Richter, Annette's boyfriend and current guardian of the Belmont clan of vampire hunters, as well as heir to the vampire killer, sets off on a stormy night to the town of Algiba, where Annette hailed from. Unfortunately, he arrived too late and encountered the town already in ruins, crawling with monsters and no sign of prisoners. Following the only lead he had, he set forth on a long and arduous journey toward the ominous vampire's castle. He rescues Maria. He becomes best friends with Maria. Something about a clock tower. She turns into a vampire eventually.
Yeah. Which new one for this series, Nocturne. She hails from Caribbean Isles.
Caribbean is the correct.
Yeah. One of those. She was a slave, and she travels to France to help with the revolution. I think.
Who are the main characters in it? Because they showed 4 in the trailer.
Richter,
if I recall.
Maria,
Annette, obviously.
Annette. I forget the
It was a guy, right? There's another guy. I remember seeing a dude in the trailer.
Yeah, there's a black guy who's there. He's an opera singer from Caribbean Isles. He's gay.
Like, actually, or are you just, like, insulting him?
No, he's actually gay.
Oh, okay.
I like his... So here's the thing. There was another issue I had with it and other stuff where they, like, really push to show you that their character likes a different sex. And this is probably the one series where I like it because it's not shoved in my face. It's mentioned in 1 or 2 episodes, that's it. That this one character likes men, preferably.
Can you go off how you went off earlier about how my microphone is...
How they're race swapping a bunch of characters.
No, not
stuff.
that. I know that one.
Because that's a whole thing.
Fuck it,
And anyone who wants to argue about that one, I'll just say this. Would you be happy if Static Shock was played by a young, urban, white male?
No, not that. I was going to say, can you just, like, earlier... Shit, what did you go off about earlier about Castlevania?
I don't remember. It was the animation I went off of one of the...
No, it was something else, because I was going to say, you went off on something earlier, and that's what I wanted you to... Oh. The director about changing Annette.
Yeah, the director... From what I read, the article-wise, because I'm like... Because I wanted to do research, like, I don't remember that character from Castlevania, so I looked up... The race changed Annette apparently got, like... Some of it were by people like, cool, yeah, diversity. And the other people are like, but why'd you change a character that was historically labeled, and not necessarily historically, but like he in canon is a white woman. And the lead director's kind of response to it was, well, if you don't like it, just don't watch it. And I was... I hate that as a cop-out answer, because just you could have just gave any reason why. It's like, since this is, you could have said anything like, since this is not canon to the Castlevania series, we decided to take a route we thought would be interesting. They could have made any sort of frickin' thing like that. No, instead it was the childhood argument one. It's mine, and I'll do what I want with it. So, you go do something else. And I was very upset by that answer. Because I would have been more understanding and more accepting if he gave, yeah, this is our take on the series. Like, we wanted to explore this since there were other things happening during the French Revolution, blah, blah, blah. You could have just talked out your ass about it, and I would have been happy about it. But instead, it seems more like, yeah, we did it because we felt like we wanted to. At least that was according to the article. If he gave more stuff on it, then I haven't found that article yet. I would love to hear that as a response, because I do like the series. I came away from it and I enjoyed it.
What the fuck?
What?
This whole time before we recorded, you've been like basically complaining about the series.
I also said the series was a 7 out of 10 for me.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I started the thing. It's like a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me. That whole argument started with the story. Like, why 7 out of 10? It was the weird animation differences and the fact they race swapped Annette.
It was the worst of times. It was the best of times.
Pretty much.
Do you even know what I'm quoting?
Yes.
Okay.
Just,
what am I quoting? Because I don't know.
now that you put me on the spot, I don't remember either.
It's Shakespeare, I think, or some shit.
It sounds about right. I'll take that. But yeah, that was my take. Watch it. Have your own opinion. I'll warn you. There's like, it's not the Castlevania that you remember.
We should not have recorded here, because I'm waiting until now one of the cars drives by blaring loud music because the living room's next to the road.
Nah, it's fine.
All is well.
All is well. But yeah, you also mentioned something about talking about new movies that were coming out. Or not new movies, but horror movies that are our favorites, I guess.
Are we just talking about horror movies, or like...
You kind of just mentioned horror movies, and I chimed in even horror games. I'll mention the Pope's Exorcist.
I just had like the weirdest like
flashback.
No, of just like he didn't just say that, and then connecting the dots of he actually didn't say that. I'm just dumb.
Gotcha.
I heard Pope Sexorcist, and I was like, what? The fuck is Pope Sexorcist?
You went Mike on me, and you got really upset out of nowhere.
I did, because I
Except
legitimately...
you rationalized it.
Yeah, because I was like, what?
No, the Pope's Exorcist with the guy from
This episode's gonna
Gladiator.
be awful.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
What, Russell Crowe?
Yeah. It's a really good movie. I'd recommend it.
Gladiator or the Pope Sexorcist? Which one?
I mean, Gladiator I heard was good. I haven't actually seen the full movie through.
But you know who Russell Crowe is?
Yes.
From Glad... Okay.
I know of the movie, I just never had the opportunity to watch it.
Okay.
And I keep forgetting that's just the thing. But Pope's Exorcist... probably one of my favorite horror movies of this year. 2023 Pope's Exorcist is... It's pretty good.
I mean,
It has some cliche horror stuff, but it's unique in some takes
you
of it.
already know my favorite horror movie.
I know yours is
Just
Killer
talk
Clowns
about
from
it.
Outer Space, bro.
I know you're going to talk about it. Just talk about it.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and
Oh,
Honey, baby.
fuck.
It's
Oh,
Oh,
already-
yeah, I want to talk about Willy's Wonderland.
It's already
What
confirmed
about the
for a
FNAF
sequel.
movie?
Actually, it's supposed to come out this month. I actually do
I think it's going to do pretty
It
decent.
looks interesting.
We should go watch it.
Yeah, now, do you think it's going to do good because of its fan base or because it actually looks
because
good?
it looks good.
It looks decent.
I would agree with you.
It looks decent, and I feel like it's actually going to... If it does good, it's despite the fan base, because most of the fan base is the type to go, no, it wasn't exactly the same, right?
Yeah, like
Is it
me
just
with Castlevania.
Yeah, basically. Is it just me that thinks that, or do like...
I don't know. You have a bunch of fan theorists,
Who
and
is
they
playing this
go...
fucking thing? I'm looking at One Piece cards. Who's playing Otama? Not the red Otama. I know that she's really good. The yellow Otama. She's a 1-play, 0 power. On play, you could return one of your opponent's animal or smile characters at the cost of 3 or less to the top of their deck. Wonderful. Now I just have to hope my opponent is playing either of those
Either
two
of those
cards. Two types of cards.
It's the counter. It's for the sideboard, bruh.
I mean, basically. Continue what we talking about.
Talking about horror movies.
Horror movies.
You talk about Blood and Honey and then FNAF.
Then you brought up FNAF.
And FNAF looked interesting.
It really does.
I'll grant it. I think Willy's Wonderland really kind of cleared the way for that to be a success. To be honest, because you could always say, well, at least it wasn't Willy's Wonderland when it came to practical effects.
Willy's Wonderland is amazing.
Willie's
Oh, it's wonderful.
never-
It's wonderful
Willy's
because it
Wonderland.
doesn't take itself seriously, and that's what makes it amazing.
What Yellow Land of Wano cards did you pull? I actually just realized I'm missing 2 of Toko.
I'm gonna fix my mic. Sorry if there's a little. There we go.
I asked if you needed
Well,
any of them.
I didn't realize that I did. Shut up, asshole.
Hey, listen. Now you don't get them.
Well, fuck you. I'll buy them.
I'm
Not
trying
expensive.
to think what horror games came out recently that I would actually recommend.
I honestly can't name a horror movie that came out within the last year.
I was thinking horror game. I misspoke.
I meant to say game.
Oh, I thought I misspoke.
No, I did.
Okay.
I meant to say game. I can't think of a horror game that actually came out in the last year.
I mean, depending what you call it, Baldur's Gate 3, that thing slaps.
Yeah, but it's not a horror game.
It's not horror.
It's horrible if you make it horrible. I could kill a child with
Hey,
a snake.
Horror doesn't mean horrible.
You have any Kazuki Hiyori?
Yes.
Can you get one of those?
Oh, Dead Space. The remake of
Dead
Dead
Space
Space.
remake,
Like,
right.
Yeah, that thing slaps. It's
Big Phasmophobia update, if anyone's into that.
Phasmophobia, yeah, I forgot about that.
They just totally changed the gameplay.
I completely forgot.
They kind of
that
did the
even
same
existed.
for Dead Space.
Did they change Dead Space though?
They changed minor stuff, but to make it better. At least that's what I recall.
Actually,
Like, it has the same
get
base
Tokos
components,
anymore.
but I
just
think
get
they
the- I just
either
get the one
added or
Hiyori.
removed an area.
Thank you.
I haven't gotten that far, and it's been a while since I've played the game. Like, I think I played that game back in 2010.
Did you get any Cobras?
I gave you everything that I got.
Damn it.
I remember more of Dead Space 2 than I do of 1.
Weirdly enough, I remember more of Dead Space 1.
And that game's just good. Yeah, even though it's a remake, that's worth the play. They made it really crisp. What else did they do? I bought 1 or 2 of the new games. I know when this episode's out, they had something Protocol just drop on the PlayStation Store.
Crisis Protocol?
No, it's Callisto.
Oh, Callisto Protocol.
Callisto Protocol.
Yeah, that's right. That was being hyped up, and I thought it looked like not as good Dead Space. I mean, it might
Yeah,
be good,
it
but
looks like a Dead Space-esque type of game.
It looks like a Dead Space ripoff, right?
It looks better than Dead Space 3.
Ooh,
Dead Space 3 is still hands down. That
hurts.
game's terrible.
that hurts. It's accurate, but it hurts.
If people say that's a good game, they're lying, or they just haven't played good games.
I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't that. It's not Dead Space.
Comparative to the rest of the series, it's like the child no one talks about.
Oh no, 100%. It's not.
It's
Dead
like, yeah,
Space.
look at my son Jonathan and Sarah. What about Timmy? And Timmy's eating crayons in the corner and shoving blocks up his nose. Yeah, we don't talk about Timmy. Awkward silence.
The only thing I'm laughing. The only thing I'm thinking about is that when he said that, I could just picture Dave.
No, Dave nukes soup
man.
for 30 minutes.
That was.
How do you set fire to soup?
How do you set fire to soup?
That's the chief.
No, that's an amazing sentence. Just how do you set fire to soup?
I'd rather not say.
But I understand it for like a French dip or something like that. Like something that like has that crouton in the middle of it.
It's a soup.
Yeah, but at least the crouton can catch fire. But how does a base soup with stock catch fire?
I turned my head this way, and all of that got caught on your mic. So there's
I
now just a second of just the
it
loudest
also got
call.
caught on my arm hair.
I'm 7. I shouldn't be.
Actually, surprisingly, I'm shocked to see the lack of horror coming up for this month.
For video games or movies?
A little of both.
So no,
the only main
there's
one
a
I've seen
ton
is
of
FNAF.
yeah, but there's actually a ton of movies. Okay.
What happened?
Oh no, I think we're still good.
Well,
Okay.
I just got a message on my screen that just said USB device not recognized, and I'm like, whoa! Don't tell me one of the mics shut off because we're like mid-recording.
That would be hilarious.
It happened once before.
That was amazing.
Remember that? It was I think Batman Warhammer.
Corvix Corax is Batman.
Hang on. So let me look it up. There's actually a ton of horror movies that come out this year, and there's in this
Fuck,
month.
I said the wrong
Can I
thing.
actually-
It wasn't Corvus Corax either.
what is happening?
Why do people listen to us? I know not a
it
lot, but
was
why
Corvus
do people
Corax.
listen to us?
Because I always confuse Corvus Corax and Conrad Kurz.
Okay, so real quick, if I just look up horror movies that come out this month, there's actually a lot, and there's actually
A lot
one
of
that
them.
looks really good.
I've only known of the FNAF one. I could be just late on the...
No, it's that most of them are just so small that no one hears about them.
Oh, okay. Because I watch a lot of YouTube, especially recently, and I at least get trailers for new movies, because that's how my algorithm's set up.
Oh, here we go. Ready? Appendage is supposed to be coming out. I have no idea what the fuck that is. This is the one.
My guess, just based off of it, it could be like, oh, I get a replacement arm by a donor, and it's possessed.
Possibly. So this is actually the one that I wanted to see. So I'm actually going to come back to this so we can just name a bunch of others.
Mm-hmm.
So this the one I want is on Prime Video, which I don't have though. When Evil
One of us
Lurks.
does.
Yes.
Yeah. When Evil Lurks. VHS 85.
That, okay.
The Exorcist Believer.
That looked interesting.
Pet Cemetery Bloodlines, which people saw and basically said, yeah, it's
it's
just
bad.
boring.
It looks boring.
The Mill, Dark Harvest, Dear David, which is about a guy getting like upset from YouTube comments. It looks like, because that's what the picture is, at least, unless this is just a joke picture. But there have been all the other ones are screenshots from the movies. Five Nights at Freddy's, obviously. Sister Death, Suitable Flesh. Okay, the one I actually have interest in seeing is called Totally Killer. On Prime Video only.
Really?
Dog, did you see it?
It's made by the Happy Death Day whatever guys.
I'll give them that. Happy Death Day wasn't super terrible.
I absolutely hated it.
It was.
You're gay though, so
It was entertaining.
I don't dress
was it a
up
dumb,
like a girl.
Was
You're
it a dumb concept? Yes, but was it?
Oh yeah,
pretty well
it's
written.
horror Groundhog's Day.
It was pretty. For what it was, the writing for it wasn't terrible.
So the main
Concept.
They did not need to make a second one.
No,
Wait, they made a
I agree.
second one?
The
I didn't
second
even know
one-
Yes.
The second one's bad. The
I've never
first
seen
one
the
is a
second
good movie.
So either way, here's why I like this.
I lost
good
it
in
at
a
the
campy
second one.
sense.
Here's why I like this one. totally killer. The entire plot of it is like basically Back to the Future. She's a modern day girl that gets thrown into the 80s during a local carnival that has a serial killer running around it trying to kill people in this 80s style carnival.
Amazing.
Dude, let me show you the poster because it looks fantastic. Yeah, you should have known I would have liked it. It has literally anything with the 80s. It's got neon lights in it. Look at this. Look at this poster.
Were set.
Look at this poster.
The mask is just as stupid as Happy
That's
Death
the
Day.
best part. Dude, they literally show one of those like rides in the cover that you fucking spin around and you get like held to the
centrifugal
wall.
force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be awful. It just caught my attention. It's the only one that caught my attention.
Appendage seemed interesting. Appendage, if they...
It's got an Asian cop.
Okay. The way you do that makes me think you just started getting hiccups.
I hope it picks up well on the mic.
I hope it does too, so people can also get confused and upset at you.
Appendage. When the insecurities of fashion designer Hannah overcome her well-being, her feelings manifest themselves into physical form. After pushing her to the point of becoming physically ill, malignant growth begins forming on her body. A vicious cycle begins as the appendage grows stronger through Hannah's deteriorating self-esteem. A shimmer of hope gleams when she realizes she is not alone and others share her condition.
Okay, so not as good as I was hoping. I was hoping something similar. Not similar, but I would have liked it if they did, you probably haven't seen it. Michael, have you seen Annihilation?
Yes.
That's a good movie.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation? No, it isn't.
No, it's a... Annihilation, I would describe it as a eldritch horror type of... Because it's... some unknown force is changing biology and just matter itself into perverse different things.
Into matter.
Like...
It's still matter.
Like, there's a crocodile that now has biology from a shark at some point.
Yeah, I wouldn't
it's
really
Sharknado?
call it...
And then you have a man that turns into plants.
Fuck that. Have you seen these? There's a Sharknado, like almost a rip-off movie. And
How do you rip off...
it looks like it's not about an actual NATO, but like it's called
Shark Volcano.
I want to say it was called
Volcano.
was it Mega Shark?
That was already a thing.
The Meg?
Mega Shark. I didn't realize though they still make these.
Yeah, of course they still make
really?
those shitty
Yes.
sci-fi movies.
So that's what I meant. I don't know if you. That's what I was
I
gonna
used
say.
to watch those constantly.
Yeah, I don't know
Shitty
if you.
sci-fi movies?
Oh, they're great.
I love the old one. I have one, the giant Gila monster, where they just have a miniature. They just have a miniature town and everything, and a Gila monster just like walks around, and they're trying to get it to do shit.
Sharktopus.
Here we go.
Killer
This is it.
Shrews.
Ready? So
Attack of the
Killer
Killer Shrews.
So yeah, that was
Zombies.
pretty funny.
I love zombies.
Zombies is pretty decent. So here we go. Ready?
Beaver.
Zombie.
That's a good one too.
Oh,
So all right, there's Mega Shark.
Yeah, I'll let you, and then I'll say
There's Mega.
some good oldies.
There's Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus from 2009.
I remember
Yep.
that.
There's
one.
Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus from 2010.
Yep. I
Yeah.
remember
There's
that
Mega
one.
Shark versus Mecha Shark from 2014.
That one was
And
really
then
fun.
Mega Shark versus Colossus from 2015.
I actually haven't seen
And then
that.
just last year, a movie called 2025 Armageddon, which features Mega Shark, Giant Octopus, and Crocosaurus.
So we're making American Kaiju right now.
And it was made to celebrate the studio's 20th anniversary
Japan
because the
has
studio is
Godzilla.
called
We have
Armageddon.
Mega Shark.
In the movie,
Fucking stupid.
Mega Shark, Giant Octopus, and Crocosaurus are created and sent to Earth to attack Earthlings by a hostile alien race.
Why can't Full Moon Studios just make stuff like this?
To battle
Like
them,
Return of the Puppet Master.
hang on. To battle them, humanity creates a horde of mecha sharks.
Oh, I love shit sci-fi movies. They're fantastic and they're unique.
To get off shit sci-fi movies, The Nun Chapter 2 is actually out.
Yeah,
heard
but
that.
that came out before October, didn't it?
A little bit.
I
Not by
like
much.
I think last week of September.
September.
I mean, would I still want to watch it? Yeah.
Oh, September 8th.
Oh wow, early September.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot later, but
Holy
apparently
shit!
not.
Get dicked, Harlan.
There we go. I got dicked. I'm now gaped.
Whoa.
What was I talking about?
I don't know.
Before this.
I don't know. Don't ask questions.
Oh, I was talking about old movies, Attack of the Killer Shrews. That old movie. I was gonna say
That was so.
I was gonna say one other bad old movie too.
Oh Jesus.
I know a couple of just old horror because old horror is really funny.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Freaking great movie.
That-
and I
that-
will always watch it.
I'm glad
every
there's a game
Halloween.
coming out for that, and I'm kind of upset it's not coming out in Halloween.
That would have been way too good.
It
When
would
is
have
it
been
set to come out?
Perfect.
Trolls 2?
When is it?
Oh,
No, not Trolls 2.
Was that the one
Before
with
we-
the
yeah,
they're
Trolls
eating
2.
her?
They're eating
They're
her.
gonna
They're gonna
eat
eat me. Oh my god.
The Gingerbread Man.
Hey, wait! Before we get too far, when's the Killer Clowns game
Ginger Dead
come out?
Man. I
What's
don't
the-
know. I don't think it got announced.
No, it has a release date.
It has a release date.
Does
I
it have a
don't
release
remember.
date? I just heard summer or like fall of 2000.
Yeah, because they also showed the play styles for all the clowns.
Oh, okay. I'm not up to that for some reason. I was kind of half keeping track of Mines of Moria.
Of all the things, that one? Really?
You see,
Yeah, it looked interesting.
you're not as obsessed as I am.
No,
Yeah, we
I'm
know.
not. I'll grant that.
Yeah, we know you have minor problems with clowns, dude.
I have obsession with short-bearded people.
We noticed. Fucking Snow White loving ass.
Look, you may call her a whore. I call her Snow White.
No, I'm calling you a whore.
Yeah, that's fair.
It just says early.
Did you say you may
2023.
call her a whore, but I call her Snow White?
Yeah,
What the fuck kind of shitty comeback is that?
it wasn't one. I
Okay.
don't know what.
Good, because I'm sitting here
I'm
going,
still like
"What?"
half thinking of what the fuck I was talking about before the tangent of Mega Shark. I just remember Annihilation, and then we started talking about old.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation, best horror movie. Not a good movie, unfortunately.
No, it's terrible.
To those of you who don't know what we're talking about and may not recall,
Let's see if there.
there's 3 Mortal Kombat movies, like live action ones. I know there's a few animated. And of the live action Mortal Kombats, the first one was from 1985. The second one, which I think was from 97, is called Annihilation. And then there's the third one from 2018.
I mean, I did mention you didn't want me to talk about it. Orktober.
No.
So I don't know. I don't remember if Orcs got any drops to new
They
models. Horror games
Okay.
2023.
So, since you haven't heard of them, like what they do and
All
everything,
right, I got it.
Yeah, roll through the clowns. Go.
I'm gonna roll through the clowns. So I'm gonna see if Harlan can guess who's what. Can you guess who the tracker is?
Do you know what the word tracker means?
I know what the word tracker means.
Okay.
Tiny,
Spiky.
spiky.
I was
They
say,
give him the balloon dog.
Oh shit, that's right.
I was gonna say.
I love it.
I was gonna
and
lead to a different
popcorn
joke, but that's
bazooka
a good
that
one.
fires trackers. It's so.
I was thinking
They-
Tiny for some reason because he's just looking around and he runs into, "What you gonna do? Knock my block off?"
That was a good
Oh,
one.
just wait. The trapster. You probably don't even remember.
Trapster.
Yeah, the trapper. I'm just gonna
Um,
call him that.
my only guess is the one where they ring the doorbell and
No, in the pizza box. No,
puppet guy.
I think.
What do you mean by that?
Where they go
The
up to the
shadow
gazebo
puppet.
and he's not shadow puppets. Where he has regular puppets, and then they bring up a blaster from behind the little like sock puppet stand.
Should we maybe
it was
explain the
Jumbo.
plot of Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No,
before
that's
continuing?
really all you need to say is just the title.
It's just
and
Killer
explain the
Clowns
name.
from Outer Space. That's basically it. It's Rudy.
Do you remember which one that is?
No, I forget which one's Rudy.
He's very generic looking. Just
Oh
generic
yeah,
looking
yeah, it's
clown.
a generic one.
He has a Jack in the Box. And popcorn mines.
And
Okay.
and the popcorn mines. Can't forget about them popcorn mines.
So the one that I
Popcorn
think
mines,
you were
huh?
talking about, the one that
fucking lady's gonna
used the
fall
sheriff as a puppet.
No, it's
Oh.
it's go to the park and there's a gazebo, and there's just a bunch of there's 2 sock puppets, and they're just doing the and they're beating the shit out of each other, and then they go down and pull up a ray gun.
I don't know why I don't remember that.
It sounds familiar, but you don't remember it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Scout.
The Scout, Tiny.
Jumbo.
Fuck, why is Jumbo the Scout?
I honestly couldn't tell you, but Tiny's like, Shorty's the best one.
Yeah.
Can you guess what Shorty is?
Knock my block off.
He's the fighter, baby.
Yeah, dog.
He's
Of course Shorty's the fighter.
Fighter. And
he also counts as the short character, Bunker Buster character for me, so I'll main Shorty.
Yep. He gets his little his tricycle. He gets his tricycle.
There you go.
I was trying over.
And he could.
Fuck is a tricycle.
I think he said the ability from Magic the
Crazy
Gathering.
Talk.
From
I
the
have crazy talk.
Trilands.
He has a cotton candy C4 launcher. And he could pop out of pizza boxes.
Perfect.
I love him so much. And then Chubby's the tank.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean...
That tracks.
I mean, his name is Chubby, but I still love...
Is that all the characters? How many more do you have?
That's all of them.
They're the
I
female
also
clown?
just remember, we should also talk about the fan-made...
Do they have the female clown?
No, 7.
DLC.
There
DLC?
you go.
However, though, I want to find out which one... Because one of them had, like, their invisible car. I don't remember which one. I think it was Jumbo has the invisible car. I'm trying to find it right here.
You know what we should talk about? Because it got announced during October. Fan-made Berserk.
Oh, that's right. I'll count it as horror. I mean, it's not quite, but...
I would count it. A lot of terrible things have happened to Guts.
I mean, it's grotesque enough.
Yeah. Body horror at the very least.
Harlem just sounded very like sad.
You know what I wanted but didn't get yet? I want the Thing board game.
Do you know why? Because that happens, and the track that they use for Guts in whatever show.
What, the 2016 one?
Yeah, I think
it was just called Berserk.
Oh, there you go. Well, either way, I just remember a point where he's sitting with Casca or whatever in the...
Casca's correct.
In the gorge. Or is it the gorge?
Depends on what you want.
The part where she falls in battle, but he finds out she's on her period.
You're...
It's like some little
where
alcove.
he gets at the bottom of the ravine.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's
in the forest where he gets the title Guts 100 Manslayer, I think.
Yes,
it's 100, not 1,000, right? Or is it 1,000?
I don't remember. But I think they have like some type of soundtrack that's just some woman going. I don't remember.
Oh, Guts' theme.
Guts' theme. There you go.
It's called.
At least I'm not insane, and you know kind of what I'm talking about.
No, it's a great song. I can't remember the name of it.
It is a good song. I just don't remember how the fuck it's sung.
Yeah, it's the 100 Manslayer. Because he killed 100 soldiers. What's the name of that forest?
Plus, there's also that TikTok I sent you where someone made a fan animation of Griffith erasing all of his special Pokemon in the box. No!
Oh.
No! Don't save! No!
Oh, man.
Griffith is a terrible human being. If that becomes its
not
own
human
meme,
anymore.
it's true. If that becomes a meme style, I would laugh
All
my
right,
ass off.
let's talk about it then. How long do you think this is? Did they? I don't think they said how long it's going to be, right? Like how many episodes?
I would imagine 30-minute episodes, maybe.
No, and I know that. I meant how many?
Oh, I would, since it's fan made, I only guess like between 8 and 12 to start.
Where do you think they're starting? You think they're starting in the Golden Age, or you think they're starting with the Eclipse? Because did we see a scene from the Eclipse?
I don't remember seeing
in
a
the
scene
trailer.
from the Eclipse.
Hang on.
I wonder if they'll do what the old animation tried doing. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
The 98 one.
Yeah, where I just know he walks into town and he swings his fucking sword around into a fucking post.
Oh, the bar?
Yeah.
The bar scene?
I don't think they'll recreate that, but I think they'll do something different where he's traveling and he'll replay in his memories what he's been through.
So here's the best. You only really have like 2 starting points, I'd say. It'd be weird to start from somewhere else.
Sorry, my belt was digging.
No, I see that. It's fine though. So you could start with the. You could start with the Golden Age, which is officially the. Which is officially the prologue.
I'll probably start with a card shop, pick up a starter deck, so I have the Dons.
That's fair. We might have spares.
We have a ton of them.
That's
Don't
fair.
worry.
I
So
also need sleeves, so either way, I was going to stop back there for sleeves.
that's fair. So.
I think.
So let's see. Hang on. I'm rewatching the trailer. I want to see if it shows anything.
No, you're good. While you're saying that, I'll mention my two things. I think either they do it starting where he meets up with Griffith for the first time.
So that would be the Golden Age.
Yes. Or they do it right before he runs into psychotic
Okay, so
blonde bimbo chick.
Farnese?
I think her name's Farnese.
Conviction arc. The tick with the pigtails. She gets
Yeah.
She gets the horsed.
She gets horsed.
Yep, that's Farnese. So alright. So it's
I also hope they don't include the horse bit as
Oh, they
heavy
might.
as they did in the 3D. I
hope-
don't care if they add it, just not as heavy as
Yeah,
the
that's
3D.
fair. So I checked the trailer, right? The trailer actually shows a scene from the Golden Age, so they're likely starting there because it shows the scene where he cuts off the knight's head,
Yeah,
where he earns a lot of fame in Battle 1, essentially.
yeah.
The Golden Age is technically the prologue and actually came out later,
Yeah.
explaining about how before he joins
Griffith.
joins Griffith, then he joins Griffith in the Band of the Hawk, and then he leaves, and then the eclipse happens,
Yes.
and then a little bit after. That's all.
The Belliot? Is that what
The
it's called?
Baelit?
The Baelit.
Yeah, the Great Baelit, because there's a few different Baelits, but yeah. So aside from that, it's just the regular start is chapter 1, which is the Black Swordsman, is technically the name of the arc, which is where he ends up in the bar, and then he beats all the guys
Yeah,
in
it
the
goes
bar.
to that weird
And then-
small town with the Snake Duke.
No,
was his
a little
first
before
enemy?
that, but yeah, Snake Baron.
Yeah.
A little before that, the soldiers are in the bar in a different town because he gets the information from the soldiers in the bar about where the Snake Baron is and then travels to the Snake Baron's town.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that starts his hunt for all the apostles. So,
'Cause
the
I
Snake
forget what
Baron, the Slug Baron is right after that, I believe. I don't remember the next one.
I don't either. I like reading the books, but I think I'm only at book 2 of the collector's edition books.
The big ones, right?
Yeah, because those are the only ones worth getting, in my opinion.
They're good.
They're expensive, but fuck, they're great. I feel like I'm reading a wizard's tome.
This episode's going to be awful.
Yeah,
Oh, it's gonna
not
be
as bad
horrible.
as other ones.
No, I'm more concerned about audio issues over anything.
Oh, audio issues, yeah, we're probably gonna suffer, but like,
Oh, whatever. We don't want to clean the kitchen.
I mean, I don't need to. I don't live here.
Anymore.
Yeah. There's still
my
stains in the
knife?
basement for me, I imagine.
Don't elaborate further.
No.
Chelsea will attest.
No, don't mention her.
We're not talking about that joke anymore.
Yeah, a lot of terrible things could happen if we go into an elaborate joke like that.
One or multiple of us might lose our jobs.
That's true. All I could say is, I was not the originator of that joke.
No, that is me. I'll do it. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, the game, I looked up what games came out this year. Resident Evil 4, I forgot about that
Oh, the remake. That's right.
Alan Wake 2, the remake.
That's not out yet, I don't think, right?
No, but I
No.
think it's
Coming
scheduled
out
to come out
soon.
this
Yeah, I
year.
believe that's a December release.
Yes.
You have a
Dead Space.
Gum Gum Red Rocket. Red
The
Rock.
the blue card.
Yes.
Yes,
Add
I need one.
sure.
Add Infinitum.
Hang on, real quick. Alan Wake 2 is set for end of this year, October 27th.
Nice.
End of this month. That's what I wanted to say. What was the rest of them? I missed those. What were you saying?
There's Alan Wake 2, there's Dead Space, which came out.
Yeah, Dead Space came out.
Yeah, I forget when, but it came out earlier this year. Ad
Should-
Infinitum.
I don't know that one.
Ad Infinium?
You could say it as many times as you want. I don't know it.
I'm just trying to figure out which way to say it.
Ad infinitum.
Yeah.
I would probably go with.
Ad Infinitum places you in the role of a German soldier during First World War subject matter such as PTSD is explored
Just one.
through a horror game lens. Which that could be interesting.
Yeah, it depends.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Sons of the Forest, the Outlast trials, because we want to continue Outlast.
I kind of don't want to continue Outlast.
I
I
don't
forgot
either.
those existed.
But, like, people like...
Is this a new game or an expansion? Or, like, what's going on?
I'm guessing this is a
It's
new
going to be a new game.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre game coming out.
That's already out.
Oh, is it already out?
It's already out.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, damn it! I keep forgetting.
Amnesia the Bunker.
That's right. I
remember
heard
that coming out. I know it dropped just as fast.
Amnesia.
Dredge, which I'll actually say...
Judge Dredd?
No, just Dredge. Dredge is a Cthulhu-esque horror where you're just a fisherman. And it's kind of like Darkest Dungeon, where you go out and if you're out for too long, you start to see strange things. Like if you
Doctor Strange?
fish at night, you get some strange fish coming up. And you slowly find out either your town is part of Cthulhu cult, or like Cthulhu exists and there's just things that bump in the night, pretty much. Which it looked like a good game. Like I think the most price I saw for it was like $30, but it's one of those small games that has like a small story.
Yeah.
It looked really good. Layers of Fear. I forgot that was getting
Oh, that's right.
another game in it. The day before, which I don't remember. Bramble the Mountain King. I remember that.
What the fuck?
What, Bramble the Mountain
Bramble
King?
Mountain
Yeah.
King.
Bramble the Mountain King is about some Swedish folklore horror, I think.
Oh, okay.
Daymare, which I think I remember the Daymare series. I don't like it. I think it's a series. Pretty sure it is. I don't remember. It didn't look interesting. Stray Souls, third-person horror title that puts the players into the role of Daniel, a young man who thinks he... Hold on. Oh, it looks like a psychological. I have to click on the link. Sorry, boys and girls. Alright, it's going to have me cycle through a bunch of shit. But that's coming out, so look for it, or it's already came out. The Grey Hill Incident, which I can't remember if... I saw this a couple times, I was half tempted to pick it up. I can't remember if this was a case based off of a small... I think it's based off of that case a while ago. I don't remember it's called the town's called Grey Hill or not, where a farmer and his family believe they saw a flying saucer, and the type of aliens they saw matched little gray men. Like, they said they were shining metal, had talon, huge eyes, were about 3 feet tall. And one have even accused a shoot them. Like, 3 different people can describe these things perfectly. So there was that. Fort Solace. I don't see much on that. Set in a period where humanity has started to colonize planets outside of Earth. Got it. So, horror of planet colonization. Terror, Endless Night. Ereses? Eresys.
We really had to relearn Vanguard, dude. I some of these cards are... I'm sitting here going, what?
No, I'm gonna stop this here. Cyberpunk 2077 is not a horror game.
Yeah, baby, it's horror. Well, you tried to tell us earlier Baldur's Gate 3 is a horror game.
I was jokingly referring to it as a horror game.
I don't believe you.
I generally think that.
I don't know,
think
but a
it's
lot of
scary.
these other games don't look very interesting. Except Lies of P. I heard good things about Lies of P.
It looks boring to me. Like, I don't get why everyone... It might play good, but I don't get how anyone really thought it looked that interesting.
It's for the people that like Dark Souls.
Yeah, I get that, but like even at that, it just looks like go play Elden Ring again.
That's fair.
It's true.
Replay Dark Souls.
I think it's just for the people that are afraid of dolls.
Replay Bloodborne.
I
Go-
hate puppets.
Go play
And-
Dark Souls, or get Revenant 2. Really
There
good
you
game.
go. I heard Revenant 2 was a good game.
It's awesome. I love it.
I'm replaying Revenant 1 because I didn't get that far in it.
That's fair. I haven't gotten that far into it yet.
Honestly, I've just been obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3 if I'm not painting.
I've just been painting.
That's fair.
I haven't really been. So, a few games that Harlan didn't discuss.
That's probably because they're too far down on the list.
That they're
They
come out
just going through.
Harlan cried when
24.
Harlan cried when he saw.
I was just looking at games for 2023. That's probably why I didn't mention them.
So,
Excuse me.
and these are games I'm looking forward to. The Lost World,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
dinosaur survival game, where you essentially you just collect resources and you survive against dinosaurs, and you have to try
I'm
to
gonna
get
be
off the island.
upset if I don't see a loading screen that just didn't say the magic word.
With Sam L. Jackson doing it.
I forgot
Despite
he
the
was
fact
in that
that
movie.
It wasn't
Despite
him,
the fact
but
he didn't say that.
yeah,
no, but he was part of the scene that had it.
Yeah, he's the
No,
one.
no,
He's
I
the one
more
it
or
happens
less
to.
just want Sam L. Jackson holding his like severed arm from that. Since the Raptors ate him.
I completely forgot Samuel Jackson was in the first Jurassic Park movie until I rewatched it.
Really?
Because he's in there for, I think his screen time is max like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but he says hold on to your butts. I figured you'd like that.
He plays such a small part that I completely forgot about it as a kid.
I mean, you say that, but also there's only like 10 characters in the movie.
Yeah. So the fact he plays a small part shows you that.
And he's a reputable actor. I don't even know the name of the guy that played Alan.
I don't know either. To be fair.
Exactly.
I only remember Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum,
That's very
girl, child A,
Child B. Old man. We were synchronizing for a hot second.
Guy from
Lawyer.
Seinfeld.
I was gonna say Newman,
The lawyer.
lawyer, not Nick Cage.
And then Terry.
Who's
T-Rex.
Terry? Oh,
T-Rex.
Terry the T-Rex. What about Sheila the Velociraptor?
Chris
Love
Pratt.
a girl.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt's not in this movie.
Yeah, he is.
Get out of
He's in
here.
the first one.
He's not in the first movie.
Kid from the third one. He has wings.
He has wings.
Velociraptor from Lost World.
Jeff Goldblum's daughter in the second one.
Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3.
Vince Vaughn in the second one. Yeah, he's in that.
I know
Yeah.
he is.
I forgot Vince Vaughn was in the Jurassic Park movies too.
There's a lot of...
Anyway, what were the other games I missed other than just Lost World?
This one is... I love this one. Stalker 2. Heart of Chernobyl. It's a Chernobyl survival game.
I was not expecting
That sounds like it could be good.
I'm
the
looking forward to
the
this one.
title is the only thing that kind of scares me away.
Nah, it's fine.
The Stalker 2? What happened in the Stalker 1?
It's docked.
It stalked and it went away.
Yo, dude, I got Violate Dragon.
Like, I
My
guess
Vanguard
you
deck.
could pretty much guess what it's going to be
I think
about.
my mic was cutting in and out.
For how long?
I don't know, I just noticed it now.
Well, Stalker did come out at some point, because I remember actually...
Because I just fixed the mic now. Sorry if I was cutting out randomly.
Stalker 1 came out in 2007.
Ooh.
What was it about?
Stalking.
Okay.
It was built in Counter-Strike, that's all I know. I know it had mild popularity.
Yeah, I mean, you get to play out your fetish of stalking.
Stalker is a first-person shooter survival horror game franchise developed by Ukrainian game developer CSG Games. The series is set in an alternate version of the present-day Chernobyl exclusion zone in Ukraine, where, according to the series' backstory, a mysterious second Chernobyl disaster took place in 2006. As a result, the physical, chemical, and biological process in the area were altered, spawning numerous nature-defying abnormalities, artifacts, and mutants. The player takes the role of Stalker, a name given to trespassers and adventurers who have come to explore the exclusion zone and its strange phenomenon.
That's just what they call Harlem.
Yeah.
The series is loosely based on the novel Roadside Panic by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky, and influenced by the movie Stalker by Andrei Tarkovsky. The name Stalker is a backronym of scavengers, trespassers, adventurers, loners, killers, explorers, and robbers.
Okay, I can accept that as the reason why they chose Stalker.
Can you? Loners is part of the acronym.
Yeah, you gotta be a lone wolf, bruh.
You have to be a loner to play games.
Just period, play games?
Just play games, period.
Am I the is that where the defying properties happen to me because I'm married and I play games with my wife?
I don't
It
believe
just
that
makes you not a true gamer.
one. I don't believe that one.
I don't absorb enough G fuel to be a
Geef.
true gamer.
Geef, you don't absorb enough geef.
You're right, I don't absorb enough geef.
So real quick for reference, Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl from 2007.
For a minute, I thought
Stalker.
you were gonna put reference to the geef thing.
Stalker, Clear Sky from 2008. Stalker, Call of Pripyat? Yeah, Pripyat from 2009. And then Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl from 2024.
Were those the only two Stalker and Lost World that you had?
2024.
Well, I mean, there's another dinosaur game, but it's kind of...
If it's got dinosaurs in it, Mike will tell you it's good even if it's not.
I mean, I didn't even hear about this one. It's called Instinction.
Like you play Ark like daily.
Dog. That's fair, but
See?
that's
To be
only
fair,
because
Ark
of the
is fun.
stupid things you
It's
can
only
do
because
with
it has dinosaurs. If it didn't have dinosaurs, you wouldn't be doing it.
No, because if you kill
that's at
something...
least my
When's
reasoning.
Pal World coming out?
That's a good question. I don't know. It might be out.
I just remember.
I think it was
it's
slated for this year.
It's not Ark. It's there was a dinosaur game where you just ran around and
No, it's not out yet. It still says
remember it came out
says it comes out in 23 though.
I think a GameCube.
Can't
Nope,
wait.
now it says January 24.
Huh?
Fuck.
Oh, I remember a dinosaur game where you ran around as a soldier and you shot up dinosaurs.
You said on
Torak? I think it's
Torok from the Nintendo 64.
Well, I think they remade it into GameCube at some point.
I don't think on the GameCube.
I remember a dinosaur game where I kept losing because of how dark the screen was, and I kept getting mauled by a velociraptor.
Sounds like Torok.
It does sound like Thorak, and I just remember being a soldier.
You're like John Rambo equivalent in Torok. Torok Dinosaur Hunter from the Nintendo 64, which is based on a comic book?
What?
I didn't know that. Or at least had a comic book or some shit. It says there's a comic book.
Yeah, no, it was Thorak Evolution.
Well, that's
I
what I'm trying to
remember.
pull.
I remember this title
From the
specifically.
PS2.
That's the PS2 game, but I know
Yeah.
it was on GameCube.
Probably would have been because GameCube and PS2 came out like around each other. That's when all the
Bam.
games.
I'm not crazy.
Well, I'm trying to find it. This Wikipedia article sucks.
You kind of
Very
are
good.
crazy.
I am. I had a moment where I thought it was
we
the
know.
wrong timeline again. Where
What?
Wrong timeline? Hang on.
Let me finish.
How
haven't you
often
been
do you
telling
have these
us?
moments?
When you think something is real with every fiber of your being, like, I remember that specifically, like, experiencing that, and you find out, no, it never happened.
No, Doctor Strange. I'm
I
not
for-
sitting over here viewing every other timeline going, wait, that was
Well,
one
why
in this
not?
timeline?
Do you know what I'm talking about, though, where you remember something specifically?
No,
No.
you just like fucked Michael. He's sitting there going, what is happening? The Earth isn't round anymore.
I think you're having a stroke or something.
Possibly. I only say timeline because this fucker one day just said, oh no, we're in the wrong timeline.
We're in the bad
We're in
timeline.
the bad timeline. I've only started saying timeline because this fucker did to me one day as I was enjoying a burrito.
Like, what are you having? Fever dreams from your past? Like,
Possibly. No, I was rewatching Castlevania to see how bad the Nocturne one was, and I swear when Trevor
fuck's
enters his old family home, he finds the chest after he fucks around with something and crashes into a bookcase. And then he turns around and said, oh, what's this? And he sees the chest that has the Morning Star in it. I swear that happened.
A Morning Star, as in like the club
His
thing?
chain whip.
his weapon.
That's called right. Okay.
Yeah, I swear that happened. When I was rewatching it, it never happened.
Yeah, no.
I swear I remember it where he was fucking around with something
Well, he was fucking,
and
right?
crashed into the bookcase that had the chest hidden behind it. I swear I saw that on Netflix.
He was fucking all right.
It's just one of those things of I forget what an example of it is, but people claim that something has it, and then it just never.
Yeah, I
mean-
forget what it is too. That's why I just said the timeline thing.
Yeah, you mean Mandela effect.
Yes, Mandela effect.
Do you know why it's named that?
No.
Is it Nelson Mandela, the actor? Is that his name? Right, Nelson?
Yes.
It was believed after Nelson Mandela died. I forget the exact year. It was believed that Nelson Mandela died in, I think, a car crash. And a lot of people had this very same idea that he died, only to find out he didn't die, and that's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the equivalent of I used to swear that Pikachu had a black tip on his tail, but he doesn't have it.
You yourself, or is that just an example? Because I know
That's just an example.
Okay, because I do
He
not
says
believe that.
I remember the black.
you don't.
But I remember at the base of the tail.
It's brown, but close enough.
It's brown. And then Fruit Loom, I could have sworn that there was like a cornucopia.
Fruit Loom? Like fruit of the loom?
Yeah, Fruit of the Loom,
Okay.
or whatever the fuck it was.
I think in older ones, I thought it did have a cornucopia too. That brand.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It never did. Apparently.
People.
Fuck.
No, that's a common one, and I never got
Yeah,
that. I'm like, I don't remember that at all.
Like
You
I
also don't look at your
constantly
underwear.
have that.
I don't wear fruit of the loom is also part of the issue.
There you
I
go.
also don't wear
Or-
Fruit of the Loom, but
Wear Hanes, I think. Hang on.
I think I wear Hanes too.
I also
Yes.
wear
Yeah,
Hanes.
you wear Hanes. Oh.
Everyone just checks their fucking underwear.
These ones don't have the one along the side. I need to check the tag. Hold on.
Here we go.
Yes, give yourself a wedgie.
I was just
The-
gonna rip
this-
it off.
podcast.
This phenomenon was dubbed the Mandela effect by. He didn't shit himself. That was his mouth noise. Hang on here. So
Trying
here,
to rip my underwear off some ass.
the phenomenon was dubbed
Judge
the
Zoolander.
Mandela effect by paranormal researcher Fiona Broom, who reported having vivid and detailed memories of news coverage of South African anti-apartheid leader Nelson Mandela dying in prison in 1980. Despite Nelson Mandela dying in 2013, yeah, that's Dave, decades after his release and after serving as president of South Africa. Don't answer that, please.
Well, you
No.
don't want him on.
No, I
there?
don't. I don't want him on this. I'm getting a call from Dave. So that's why it's called the Mandela effect, because apparently there was a few other people as well that thought he died in prison in the 80s when he was imprisoned, despite the fact that he didn't, because he served as president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999.
It's weird.
There's others. There's a few others, like other ones similar to that, where people think someone's dead and they're not.
Like people did with Betty White for several
Betty
years.
White.
No, that was
until she actually died,
So-
and then nobody believed it for
That
the
was
longest
No, that was
time.
people
was
just
a-
wondering, is she dead? Because they didn't hear anything
No,
about
that
her.
was a different one, because every year someone would start spreading rumors on the internet that Betty White died because she actually had to make a public announcement stating, "No, I'm not dead this year. That's just a rumor for the 5th year in a row."
Did you hear?
Because it became a meme after
They
the
did
first
the
few
same
times.
thing to Jeff Goldblum.
Did they really?
Yes, they did. They said that he died, and then he went on like the Tonight Show, and he gave his own eulogy.
That's
It was-
amazing.
It was
That's a
hilarious.
pretty good way to own up to that show.
I'm dead. Here's my eulogy.
He goes, nobody will miss him as much as I would.
Oh, you know
'Cause
what
I
I
am
would
him.
love? I think it's Ben Stiller that was in Zoolander, right?
Yes, it was the main cat.
Yes.
Yes.
I want that
Blue
to
Steel.
happen to him, but then he says, "I'm going to now read my own Googly.
Googly.
I'm the Googleizer, reader of
So,
funerals."
I don't know how accurate this one is. I just looked up other Mandela effects.
Which one?
Um,
I could read off a bunch. if you want.
C-3PO apparently had a silver leg.
Yeah. That one. So that one. That's a real
Yeah.
thing, and that one actually comes from a different thing.
I could have sworn he was all gold.
So yeah, this is the
in the
reason.
beginning, I thought he was all gold.
No, it's in
Oh,
the
no.
It's the prequel trilogy. He is all gold, but it's
That's probably why I
also
remember the old gold.
it's also because of throughout most of the 80s and 90s and even like the 2000s, most of the toys always depicted C-3PO with being all gold because it's easier for them to produce, and that's partially where that one comes from.
Like, that one just threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I remember the silver leg in the later movies because I think they say they had to change it like off key.
Ooh, Slifer.
One I never
When you repaired my leg,
understood.
something or other.
Best tornado. Ooh, Red Eyes.
One I never understood was
Parasite.
was people saying the Monopoly Man has a monocle.
No, he never
No,
did.
he
He
never
never
did.
did.
Do you know the Monopoly Man's name?
No.
Isn't it on par as weird as like the Colonel's name?
What Colonel? Like Colonel Sanders?
Yeah,
Do you know the Colonel's name?
yeah. Isn't it Harlan Sanders?
Harland. There's a D on the
Yeah.
end. But yeah, Harland
The
Sanders.
D I said was silent,
Just
just because I'm programmed to say Harlan.
right. I told you my dad thought your name was Harland for the longest time, right? Like you were the Colonel.
It doesn't help that I don't correct anyone that makes up my name wrong. I just said, yeah, sure, whatever.
So either way, the Monopoly Man's name is Rich Uncle Moneybags.
I forgot about that.
Or no,
Nice.
sorry, Rich Uncle. Rick. No, it's not. It's not Moneybags. I think it's Pennybags. Actually, I think it's Rich Uncle Pennybags.
No, I've heard it a couple times. The one I heard
Moneybags
was,
was the thing from
Rich
Spyro, I
Uncle
think.
Bucks.
That's a good one too.
Do you know the Geico Gecko's name?
Jim.
Yes, because you know this, and you got so angry with it.
No. I love it.
What's his name?
Martin.
He does sound like a Martin.
He is a Martin. I have him on Soul Calibur. He's one of my creative characters.
I forgot. I was re-looking through some of my creative characters. They're pretty
Because
good.
Because I
One of
remember
my favorite ones is Bill Cosby.
I don't think you're allowed to say that sentence anymore.
My favorite character was Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Like, just because they made it so you could put chains.
Pineapple Blast.
Pineapple Blast!
Wait.
Just because they made it so you could put chains on the characters, and this was right around the time where he was getting either sent to jail or being tried for jail. It was appropriately named. I also gave him the hammer, and I called it the Big Pill.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. But you know what? Bill Cosby shouldn't have been a creeper dad.
Just
Don't
knock
blame
him
Bill
out with a
Cosby for
hammer.
your horrible creation.
He's the one that decided to bill a bunch of fucking drinks for girls.
I'm aware of that, but don't blame him because you decided to make him and then get disgusted at your own creation.
I didn't get disgusted. I laughed.
It's even worse.
He's zipping zopping.
Don't finish that.
Pop.
Don't finish
He's
that
giving
sentence.
some pudding pop.
He's giving some pudding pops.
Oh, here it is. Here's the pudding pop. It's in there. There's the news. Do you remember what the news
Yeah, you know
was?
what? We should move off this topic
No.
before you get arrested.
I'm not
No.
going to mention Hatsy or
You just did.
Thanos.
You just mentioned them.
That's not all
And
the
the worst
ones
part is
that's
you
not all
didn't
the
even
ones.
make them, so they could easily just go look them up.
Yeah, I know.
That's not even all the ones I'm concerned about you getting arrested for.
Oh, I should make Dahmer.
You should make Dahmer.
So
That
for
would
anyone,
be-
for anyone that can't see, because
Bolo Dahmer.
for anyone that can't see, which is all of you, that's accurate. For anyone that can't see, which is all of you, Harlan wrecked his glasses recently, and now got these Jeffrey Dahmer looking things.
So I had a pair of glasses because I went to America's Best and they just went, yeah, pick 2 lenses. And I needed a pair that I needed to use at night because I have astigmatism that makes any bright light at night obscenely obnoxious and go across my entire vision. So I have a pair of lenses that I use for night driving. Then my main ones broke. And I went, fuck, I guess I'm wearing these ones. And I nicknamed them because they look like... They're the Jeffrey Dahmer style glasses, but they also have like a weird stylistic black rim to it, and I jokingly referred to them as my cyberpunk Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, aka Cyber Dahmer 77.
Can you just go as like cyberpunk Jeffrey Dahmer now for Halloween somewhere?
I just want to take some pictures.
I just want to take some pictures. Have like a
Come on,
camera
have
strapped
another
to your
drink.
chest.
You can borrow my camera if you want.
No, I'm good.
No, it has to be a Polaroid.
I am
that.
closer to John Wayne Gacy than I ever am to Jeffrey Dahmer.
Harlan, you really there's
In terms of look.
Harlan, there's this wonderful, wonderful thing that humans have invented.
What?
It's called thinking. You should do it before you speak sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
You literally just said the words, I'm more like...
John Wayne Gacy.
That's very
Jeffrey
true.
Dahmer.
I know what you
I
meant.
would
I know
say-
you guys meant that's hindsight 2020. That's the worst thing I could have said.
Yes.
I would say that you're nothing like either of them,
Yeah,
but
I'm
now
nothing
I'm
like this.
concerned.
Now I wouldn't have 5 minutes ago, but now I think I should call the cops.
Come inside. It's just an interview.
I don't trust
no.
you saying the words "come inside" anymore.
Yeah, just don't look in my closet. There's a clown outfit in there.
Now I'm really concerned.
Mixed with the turtle shell.
Oh no.
For canon, I don't own any of these.
No, you
except
own the
for the
turtle
Dahmer
shell.
glasses.
You
And
own
the turtle shell.
I don't have a turtle shell.
You wish you had a turtle shell.
I kind of do, so I could slap you with it.
We know that you want your wife to dress up as Turtle in the bedroom.
Gamera.
Look, just because my
Oh, we
love
should talk
for-
about New Gamera and Godzilla.
Oh
No.
yeah, we forgot to talk about New Gamera. I haven't seen it yet.
I refuse to see it.
That's fair.
It looks bad. And
Keeping up with
I'm
the
not a big Gamera.
Godzilla stuff.
I will say, out of
course.
all of us, if
Godzilla
you
minus
shaved
one.
and I tossed
Yep,
you my
that's the name.
glasses, you'd be the closest one to Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's so true, though.
It's uncomfortably accurate.
If I grew my hair back out, it's so true.
I'm too greasy to be Jeffrey Dahmer.
If you just got more of a tan, you would probably be Rick Ramirez.
Oh, I was gonna
Richard
say,
Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
you know what? That's
you say
was
that.
kinda
I was going to
accurate.
say any grease fire that killed anyone.
Ironically,
I
Richard
was gonna say
Ramirez was
Chupacabra.
reported being very greasy.
I was gonna say Chupacabra if I got tanner. I hope you know.
I watch a lot of true crime, especially recently. I'm bored at work.
But I hope you know I was trying to convince someone to watch Mike Tyson Mysteries. And so the scene I showed them was, I'm gonna beat the shit out of Chupacabra. It's because it's the only thing I haven't beaten the shit out of before. Runs off, and then Pigeon goes, Chupacabra's a hard word for him.
I thought you were going to say fight or flight.
I showed him Flight or Flight too, but it was Chupacabra was the one that
You know how you could have sold me on mystery?
Mike Tyson
Mike
Mysteries.
Tyson Mysteries?
Yeah. Just kiss.
Yeah,
No,
just
kid.
Just kiss.
come on now, kid.
Your picture is still the Mike Tyson with the pigeon on my phone. I hope you realize that, Michael. I have not changed it.
I'm kinda proud
your
of
name
it.
is still Thud.
I'm kind of proud of it.
Thud!
I think you're still Mr. Clean with Anime Girl in the
Nope.
trunk.
Nope, because you opened it earlier. I saw your phone. Unless that's someone else, but you had TIE Fighter in there. So unless you had someone else named TIE Fighter.
I don't remember.
My name's Ty. For those of you who don't know, I think I've said it before.
You've said your name.
we say our names
no,
all the
you're
time.
probably. I think I did that for Dragon.
That one makes sense. We know.
Yeah,
we
no,
know
this
Tyler.
is still your picture.
Yeah.
I refuse to change it.
Yeah. The joke is my dad kind of looks like Mr. Clean, and also we used to be janitors. So
Wait.
the picture is
it's
Mr.
it's a
Clean.
little concerning that
No,
he
it's
has an
not.
anime girl in the trunk.
No, it's not. I've got an anime girl in the basement.
It even says now, kid.
What he failed to say is it's not thud, it's thud. It's thud.
Do you know how hard it is to say thud?
Incredible.
You have to say an S, a T, and an H at the same time.
Yes.
It's like the opposite of how the Scottish language says the fucking
I just want to point out that he gave himself a lisp on accident. It's the Scottish language.
Scottish
language.
Dude, we're talking about Mike Tyson. It's hard not to.
Mike Tyson?
When the Scottish language has, like, I think I've explained this to you. The family motto the McGregors have, fun fact, is Sorrel Gol Madram, which all of the vowels sound like you're bashing other vowels into them. They're not spelled how they're said.
I zoned out, so
At
I
least when it comes to
no
the English
clue.
face.
Wait, did you say English face?
lost.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck,
What the fuck
I
is
said
English
there.
face?
I don't know. We're tired. It's technically the end of the episode.
It's more or less. I mean, we're around the point at which we end it. So
Yeah.
whenever you want to call it,
This has been Harlan.
Are we just like that? We're just gonna end.
Why not?
All right. Well,
I
thanks
didn't
for
really
watching.
have anything else. We didn't really plan much to begin with.
Thanks
Thanks
for watching.
Dave.
round one fight. We've been your hosts.
I've been your host, Mike Tyson.
I'm Thud.
I would love for Mike Tyson to come on. I think he's generally a great guy.
He's an awesome
He is
guy.
an awesome guy.
You know-
He's a
you know-
sweetheart.
Wait,
you know
he
another-
draws really well, if I
he-
recall.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
the
think
creator
he draws
of Mike
tattoo.
Tyson Mysteries. Of course, he's an awesome
Did
guy.
he draw his tattoo?
Yeah. Serious question. Did he draw his tattoo?
I don't know, but I think it is Mike Tyson that he draws, and he draws pretty well. Or maybe I'm thinking Terry Crews.
I love Terry Crews too.
I know
It might be Terry Crews. Terry
it's
Crews
some-
is good at
I'm
a
still
lot.
some
mad.
large, it's some very large, kind-hearted black man.
I'm still Shaq.
Shaq?
Maybe Shaq. I don't know.
I'm still.
I think it's Terry Crews.
Might be Terry Crews.
Terry Crews is good at a lot of things.
I love
it's
Shaq.
kind of scary.
I like Terry Crews a lot. I love Shaq though.
The only thing that
I was
pops
gonna
in
say
my head with
something.
Terry Crews is the white girl.
Oh, I'm still mad.
Where he's dancing in the rain.
I'm still mad that they took him off the Old Spice. They have someone else now.
Yeah, they have some
Yeah.
weird guy. I much prefer Terry Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews is better. They replaced him already. I don't know if you've seen their newest ads. They've got like a dude and some women.
They always have a dude and some women. Except when they had a dude and a horse.
And occasionally
It was the
someone-
guy who replaced Terry Crews.
What? Did,
He
I
said,
don't-
"I'm on a horse, now I'm on the beach."
I don't remember that one. I remember
Look
him,
again.
I remember him doing other commercials, but I don't remember the horse one.
Look back at your man, now back at me.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember the horse one. All right, we're ending this.
Yeah.
This has been round one fight. I'm gonna go eat. Harlan, what are you doing?
I'm gonna drive to the card shop, pick up card sleeves for One Piece.
Mario.
I'm gonna build more One Piece.
All right, round one.
Harlem,
Fuck, I hit the wrong button again.
Swiftmane 64.
Every time. Turok.